Hey art nerds, we are doing another character generation prompt. Today's prompt is gentle looking girl with an ornate flower in her fair hair. And I pulled this prompt from artprompts.org. So today I'm actually starting with a thumbnail sketch. I have an idea in mind and I want to capture it quickly, so I'm doodling it out on a post-it note. And this way I can put that to the side and reference it, try to capture the feeling, trying to capture the emotion when I'm drawing larger. And I use these sort of little thumbnail sketches all the time, particularly when I'm doing something for watercolors. So there is my tiny little sketch. She's pretty cute. Let's see if I can recreate it. So I have here my large and in charge Blick Studio sketchbook. It is 9 by 12 inches, and I want to draw her big because I don't normally do a lot of larger drawing, and that's one of the things I've been trying to do with this character generation prompt. So the first thing I do is I kind of roughly sketch in the figure, and even looking at it now, I'm really not happy with the proportions, but that's okay. We're really just trying to get the basis down. Now, normally what I would do is I would scan my thumbnail and either finish it in Photoshop or print it out onto watercolor paper and work from there. But I wanted to demonstrate this for you guys. So instead, I put a piece of tracing paper on my undersketch and I begin refining it. And it doesn't have to turn out perfect. This is, after all, just a sketchbook, just a character generation prompt. And if I really like the resulting sketch, I can always scan it and refine it or even paint it. This doesn't have to be the final stage. So what I really wanted to capture was this sense of movement, like she's dancing. So I have one arm crossed over her body, the other one kind of behind, like someone's swinging her around. I also want to capture the sort of gentle, sweet, downcast look, like she's dancing with someone she really cares for, the blush, and sort of the upturned eyebrows, like she's unsure or shy. Now, unfortunately, when I redraw a thumbnail, often I lose a lot of the life and the vitality that was in the original thumbnail. So if I were to refine that, that's something I would really want to try to bring back to the piece. Also, don't think I was necessarily very successful with conveying the fact that she is kind of looking down. So if I were to redraw that, that is something I would definitely try to better capture. Especially with where I place the nose, that's not really conveying the information I want to convey. It might even have been better if I allowed it to cross over the eye. Now I'm starting to refine the hair a little bit, as well as the ear, kind of capturing the movement. And curly hair is something that I've always kind of struggled with, so I try to draw it as often as possible so I can get as much practice as I can. Sort of refining the figure and the gesture. And then I'm going to sketch in the flower. And I'm drawing a peony because peonies are not necessarily something you see fair-haired girls wear too often here in the West. I could have also drawn... well, I could have drawn a kanzashi. That would definitely have been an ornate flower, but maybe not quite culturally accurate. There's a lot of different directions I could have gone. Maybe a big bird of paradise. It did say ornate flower, not ornate flower arrangement. Otherwise, I could have done maybe like a flower crown. But even with these character prompts, it's really just designed to get you started. You don't have to feel stifled by it. You can take it in whatever direction works for you and is inspiring for you. So I'm going to start sketching in her clothing, and when they said fair hair, it kind of made me think of Germans in Germany in dirndl dresses. So that is one of the things I referenced, was a dirndl. Also giving her a choker just to kind of better indicate where her neck is, since I feel like her neck's getting a little bit lost. Again, if I were going to redraw this, I would probably move the head up and over just a smidge. Really, when you refine any sort of sketch, you should always be seeking to push things a little bit more. So like with the clothing, especially with the sleeves, I would push those curves, have them curve upwards so that it better indicates that it's going around a cylindrical form. What's nice about these videos is it gives me an opportunity to self-critique and to think critically about my work when I'm not necessarily thinking too critically about it during the sketch phase. So please don't take this critique as me putting my own work down or me being ugly about my work. I'm just noticing flaws that I could correct. And I want the sleeves to appear translucent. That's why I kind of refined, redrew, re-established her arms beneath the fabric. Again, if I were to redraw this, I think I would pull out more so that we could see the movement of her hair a little bit better, because it's got pretty decent movement. But I don't know that I would want to pull out too much, because the point isn't really to draw the whole outfit. The point is to draw the big ornate flower in her hair. So there we have it, another character drawn from another character prompt. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. You can find a link to the character generator down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys!